Hi, and welcome to Unveiling Sickle Cell Beyond the Pain. I am your host, Tabitha McGee, and I'm the Executive Director of the Sickle Cell Foundation of Georgia. I have great empathy for our sickle cell warriors and the health challenges they face. I've overcome some serious health challenges as well, so therefore I understand what it takes to maintain good health. It all starts here, and it starts right now.
I know the questions in your mind. Sickle cell beyond the pain. Now I believe that I can get through anything. Past the touch, now you can unchain. Sickle cell beyond the pain.
Welcome to Unveiling Sickle Cell Beyond the Pain. Over the past few months, we have been sharing stories, triumphs, joys, and more about not only living with sickle cell, but living well. Our wonderful guests have shared information on cracking the genetic code to understand sickle cell disease, advancements and innovation in sickle cell research, and warriors have shared heartfelt personal accounts about how it feels to be treated with indifference about their disease. They've also told us about their successes and how they overcome the many challenges they often face. It's been an honor and a joy to bring those stories to you each week. And we're excited to continue bringing them to you in season 2 of Unveiling Sickle Cell Beyond the Pain. We're celebrating the completion of our very first season with 2 bright, accomplished warriors who are living life on their own terms every day. Thank you for being part of this journey. Stay right where you are. We'll be back after this. We're back with you and glad you're back too. We're having great conversations with Demetrius Wyant and Kadeem Harrison. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so excited that you all are here. I would just like to start by, asking you, share your personal story. Tell me about your journey.
So my personal journey, my name is Demetrius Wyant, 37 years of age. I'm from Des Moines, Iowa, and I have genotype sickle cell SS. Okay. My personal journey started with priapism when I was 15. Although I battled when I was a kid, all through pediatrics, my most severe and complicated moments was with priapism. Okay. And it started at 15. I had to have 2 major surgeries for that. And if you don't know what priapism is, it's a prolonged erection that happens in males who battle with sickle cell. Oh, wow. And it's very painful. It happens in the penis area. Okay. So yeah, that was a real struggle for me, but thankful that I had those surgeries and I'm well now.
Oh, wonderful. That's great to hear. So I know you started a whole awareness campaign about that. So how is that forming up today?
Oh, it's great. I've delivered and sent out care boxes to young men and caregivers all across the world, about 200 plus boxes that I sent out. And what it is it's a t-shirt. It's also a brochure, an educational brochure, allowing them to understand what priapism is. Okay. And allowing them to know that it's an extension of sickle cell. Okay. Educating them on, being proactive with it, steps to take before having to get emergency surgeries and things like that I had to face. And it's been very helpful for a lot of young men. Absolutely.
The community needs you, so thank you for doing that.
No problem, thank you.
So Kadeem, share your journey, share your story.
So Kadeem Harrison. My journey started when I was 2. So my mom picked me up from the daycare center. I was swollen. She's like, "Oh, look, the baby." She was trying to figure out what happened. So she took me to the doctor. That's when I was diagnosed with sickle cell disease type SS. And of course, growing up had its challenges. But it wasn't until I wouldn't say my life changed until I moved here to Atlanta, Georgia, and I started volunteering with the Sickle Cell Foundation of Georgia. That really changed my life. Wow. Because growing up, there was no hope for me. Okay. Of course, like a lot of other sickle cell warriors, I was told you wouldn't pass 18. So moving here, that kind of gave me hope. Going to camp and seeing other people living well with sickle cell, that really changed my life, and I've been pushing ever since then.
So Kadeem, you're the director at Camp New Hope. Yes. How does that feel?
I I'm excited. Like sometimes it still feels surreal. Because my first year at camp, of course, I started as a camp counselor, and I was like, man, this is it. This is where I want to be. I went to school, graduated, was working in my field. I didn't feel accomplished. I'm like, I need to be doing something that's going to be changing lives. Something that really, when I go home, I'll be like, yeah, I did something today. And camp does that. So being the director, and it's going to be a lot of work, of course, but I'm super excited.
We're excited to have you. You have changed so many children's lives. I remember how the kids run up to you and hold on to your leg. And, you know, initially they don't want to leave their parents. But then when they see you, they forget that their parents are there. Yeah. So this is going to be an incredible next year, you know, when you are coming out camp director. Can't wait.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So I would like to ask you, and we're going to start with you, Demetrius, how do you stay mentally strong and resilient through this process?
I pray a lot. I have faith, and I just continue to create things that I know that's going to be good for me, and I just pray that it's the same reflection for the community. So I definitely do a lot of writing. I've been a writer since I was a kid, expressing myself, and that's what I do, man. I entertain. And I create music, and that's how I stay. That's how I stay on top.
I'm so super excited.
Thank you.
You know, praying and having faith is what it's all about,
Most definitely.
So Kadeem, after we get back from break, we'll come back to you. So I want to say thank you guys so much. We're going to go to commercial, and we'll be right back after these messages. We're back with you, and glad you're back too. We're having great conversation with Demetrius Wyant and Kadeem Harrison. So Kadeem, I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked the prophet, and that is about how do you remain resilient despite the challenges that you faced?
I would say first, like Demetrius mentioned, you know, praying, having hope, faith, and having a good support system outside of just family. Because of course your families, you know, can be a great support. But you need something outside of that. Having people that knows what you're going through. Somebody, when you say, hey, my back hurt, they know what you mean, that your back hurts. So having that great support system has been very, very helpful.
Oh, wow. Okay. Mia Robinson, I know you guys know her. She's a great friend. She mentioned something when she was here, and she talked about being silenced and then learning to be silent. How do you feel about that statement?
She said being silent and then learning to be silent?
She said that throughout her having sickle cell disease, she feels that she's learned to be silent because every time she speaks up, people don't really take her serious. And she also said that we've learned to be silenced, like the community is like, hey, I'm tired of you talking about your pain. I don't want to hear it. So being silenced, not just by your friends and your peers, but by the medical community as well, the doctors and the nurses. How do you feel about what she said?
Everybody has different perspectives.
Okay.
I always like to say be boisterous.
Yes.
I can't let nothing silence me, especially knowing that there's a percentage of people that's listening to everything that you say.
Absolutely.
And you don't know, you might not be able to see them, but the things that you say and project may be reaching the right people. So never let your voice be silenced. Always continue to share your story, even if it falls on deaf ears. We go through a lot of pain, and a lot of people might be tired of hearing about our pain, but also it's moments like this where you can see our resilience, how strong we are, you know. We ain't in pain right now. We happy, we thriving, we living well.
Absolutely.
And, I want that to be told too. I don't want it just nobody to hear me when I'm just in pain, posting in the hospital.
Absolutely.
I want people to see me when I'm living well, and I want them to hear me and see how I'm living well. So absolutely.
Thank you so much for that.
Yes, ma'am.
We are learning so much. Demetrius, of course, we also know you as the AR, the prophet.
Yeah.
We have enjoyed learning about you and your advocacy as well as your spirit. So tell me about that. AR, the prophet.
It's a blessing. I've been making music since I was 15. And my mom always said, man, you a prophet, you prophesizing.
Wow.
So I was like, yeah, I like that. I am prophesizing. I ain't really know what she meant when she said it, but I did my research and I realized that prophesying and being a prophet is foretelling the good news. And I always wanted to make sure that I foretell the good news and not just put out anything that might be devastating or draining to people. So I made sure that I record and I make music with energy, telling my story with this illness, also letting people know my victories in this illness as well. So
guess what you're gonna have to do for me?
yeah.
You have to spit some bars on that. I'm gonna have to
Absolutely.
hear a couple of bars on that one. Let's hear it.
Absolutely. So the song that I created is from an album called Supernatural Soldiers. And this specific song is called Fighting for My Life. And it literally just talks about me being resilient and never giving up and just continuing to fight. Even though I was born into this world with a sickness that I didn't ask for. And I had to literally just fight my way through. And that's what I still do to this day. So it starts off by saying, fighting for my life, pacing back and forth in the middle of the night, jumping up and down, pride prism got me tight. I'm always in pain, but I tell them I'm all right. Fighting for my life, pacing back and forth in the middle of the night, jumping up and down, pride prism got me tight. I'm always in pain, but I tell them I'm alright. What you know about this life? Young black boy from the middle of the map, Des Moines, IA, east side to be exact. When it's cold outside, then my body get to tripping. Move to Central Florida where it's tropical conditions. I'm truly on the mission at the Red Shoe Gala post with Thule taking pictures. Shout out my 3 Sicklers. Life get real when them babies get bigger. No longer pediatrics, just black people with habits. He's admitted again, I think he's a drug addict. I'm tired of the labeling and gossip. I made it this far by being my own doctor. Fighting for my life, born into this world. Fighting for my life, on my knees every night. Praying for my life, sickle cell rare got me fighting for my life. Fighting for my life, born into this world. Fighting for my life, on my knees every night. And I'm praying for my life, sickle cell rare got me fighting for my life. My people don't believe the hype. Every sickle cell soldier got a whole lot of fight. Scars on our bodies from a whole lot of strife. Surgery after surgery, I lost counting 09. My back been a problem since I was like 9. Bent over painting quartz, it be messing with my spine, but I'm fine. Coconut water and alkaline. 1 to 1 daytime focus from Dr. Hodge. 9 a.m. micro dosing to free my mind. At 11, I'm pulling the bike out the garage. A couple miles across the city, it's hard to keep up with me. I got the formula. A tablespoon of Dr. Sebi's my and some marijuana partner. That's 27 different herbs if you count them proper. In the ring indicator, but I'm far from a boxer. Rise up and tell my story, man, I got to a fight. Fighting for my life, born into this world. Fighting for my life, on my knees every night. Praying for my life, sickle cell rare got me fighting for my life. Damn, fighting for my life, born into this world. Fighting for my life, on my knees every night. And I'm praying for my life, sickle cell rare got me fighting for my life. Yeah, we've been fighting our whole life. Real soldiers, supernatural soldiers, soldiers strong. Hey, shout out my fighting soldiers all across the globe. Born into this world, fighting for our life. Fighting, we came into this world fighting. Rare. We ain't had no choice. Fighting for our lives.
Wow, wow. That was so powerful.
Thank you.
So now that explains your resilience
Absolutely.
and your strength.
Yeah. That video was shot right here in Conyers at Granite City Boxing Club. Wow. Yeah, my brother trained right there. Yeah, very special place, and just wanted to show my resilience and always fighting with this sickle cell and never give up and just keep on going.
I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
Thank
that
you
was
so
so
much.
hot. Kadeem, thank you for being here. You guys are what I call the change makers. It's gonna be some major changes coming.
Absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
coming.
Better be ready.
It's here.
It's here. It's here.
And there you have it. The first season of Unveiling Sickle Cell Beyond the Pain is a wrap. We've enjoyed sharing with you, and we are so appreciative of your support for this show. It's a vision that was realized. We plan to keep that vision strong and moving forward in season 2. Thank you to all of our sponsors, supporters, and our guests. And thank you to our loyal viewers for showing up every week and for spreading the word about our show. A special thanks to Blaze Eppinger, who hit the streets every week to find out how much people know about sickle cell and our Did You Know segments. And a big thanks to our hardworking crew for a job well done. We're already working on new stories and new shows for our next season. We can't wait to see you right back here then. Be a blessing and be blessed. And remember, there is hope in every heartbeat.